It was in cell for over 7 months. I was in the house. I suffered. I was in the house. I was working back to back to take care of the children, pay the children's school fees, everything. I kept it all to myself. Why would I now want to leave him? Because as he claims, he says all this is makeup. This here right here is almost 4 weeks after the incident. And he says all this is makeup. I'm coughing blood. He says all this is makeup. If I died, this man would have lied. He would have lied. Now I cannot see properly with this eye because he broke the orbit, and according to the doctor, some of the muscles, that's the eye muscles, are trapped in the broken orbit, and they have to do a surgery to release the muscles. Otherwise, I won't be able to see properly. I have never cheated on Larry, and he knows it. And that's the most painful part of all this. If he had shown a bit of remorse after what he did to me, maybe I'm a woman, and he did not. Instead, he went online, started granting, interviews, started fabricating lies, hideous lies just to tarnish my image. He went on saying, I've cheated on him several times, and that I never cheated on him, never. He came up with those lies so as to maybe get people's sympathy, or maybe to justify, what he did. And that's why I told him to come out with proof. At that point, I stood up, and Lumini walked me, to the door. When we got to the door, we heard a car park, and instantly I told Lumini that I'm sure that's my husband, because I know him very well. I said, I'm sure that's my husband. Yeah, that I've entered while loud. I don't want any wala. At that point, he had gotten to the door, so immediately I opened the door. Larry beats me mercilessly. He kept punching, slapping. He was hitting my head on the wall. He just kept beating me. Everybody was there. Lumini's house help was there. Lumini's younger sister was there. Beauty Fix, my makeup artist, was also there. Everybody was confused. I was begging him. I was like, Larry, what did I do to you? What would you? Okay, so he called me on the phone and asked me to come pick him up at his office. And I was like, no, that I wasn't going to come and pick him up, because I was still angry, as a result of what I found out, as a result of him sleeping with a girl. I was still very upset about it, which I found out a day before, that Easter Sunday. So I was like, Larry, just leave me alone, just let me be. I'll go home, when I told him I was going to go home soon. I cut the call, and he called me back shortly after, and he was like, oh, you have to come and pick me up. Where are you? I told him I was at Lumini's place, and he started shouting. He was like, what do I mean I'm at Lumini's place? I should come and pick him up. He was shouting on top of his voice, and it was at that point I knew he was getting angry. I said, okay, no problem. I cut the phone, and I told Lumini that I have to go. My husband is getting angry. I don't want any wala, because if he gets very angry and I get home, that, I know what, it's going to be, like I can go for the party. And I went to my designer's place, Lumini, because anytime I'm going for events, I usually go to a place to dress up. So if there's any form of adjustment that needs to be done on the outfit I'm wearing, she'll do it. So I went to Lumini's place, and my makeup artist was there. My colleague Mide too was there, because she was also, attending that party. And we got to the party very late, because we didn't leave on time. We got to the party at about 6:30, and by the time we got there, the party was already, they were already rounding up, and we spent a little time, and we went back to Lumini's place. So when we got to Lumini's place, Mide went home, and I was with Lumini and Ayomide, Beauty Fix, my makeup artist. house on Saturday, so we had a huge fight on that Saturday. We had an argument, but at a point I had to keep quiet because I didn't want him to get physical. So the following day was a Sunday, which was Easter Sunday, and I cooked. I made yam and fish stew. The children ate. I served him myself, you know, and I told him I was going for Bose Alao's father's burial, which I had informed him before that day. So I just told him that Easter Sunday was the burial, and I wanted to attend. At first it was like, oh, that I'm supposed to stay home with the kids and all that. And I was like, I promised this girl that I was going to attend, that if he doesn't mind, we can actually go together because I don't plan staying long at the party. So he said no problem, that I can go ahead and that like I can properly. Okay, maybe I should just tell you briefly what happened, what led to the fight that day. A day before Easter Sunday, I discovered that my husband was sleeping with a girl who actually is or was like a sister to me. We were very close, and I was bitter. I wasn't happy about it because that wasn't the first time my husband was doing it. My husband has slept with a lot of my PAs. My husband has done a lot of things. Yes, I endured it, and it wasn't easy. But because I hoped and prayed was going to change, that was why I endured it. So I was very bitter because he promised me that he wasn't going to do it anymore. Then again, a lot of people look up to me. Oh, they say, oh, Mercy, you're a role model. Oh, we respect you because you're married. You know, so I didn't want to disappoint a lot of people. Yes, people watching me right now can say I was foolish. So I've endured everything. But God knows, God sees my heart that I just wanted to go home, you know. And you know, a lot of people already have opinion about actresses. You know, they already have the opinion that, oh, we don't want to stay under a man's roof, and you know, a lot of things. So it just wasn't easy for me to walk away. It wasn't easy for me to walk away. That was why I stayed. He did beat me. Yes, he does. Because I just wanted a home. Because I loved him. Because every time he beats me, he begs. He gets family members to beg me. He gets his close friends to beg me. He gets my close friends to beg me, and he promises that he's gonna change. But he never did. I prayed. My husband is a violent person. He's someone who, when he gets angry, gets physical. So it's not just about beating me, his wife, Mercy. It's about him getting physical with anybody when he gets violent. He has actually beaten a house help of mine before, Oluchi, that I was even outside the country when that incident happened, and the girl had to go to the police station close to us, that's the police station, to get the police to arrest him. So my husband he's just the kind of person that when he's angry, he gets very violent and he gets physical. And then again, aside the fact that I just wanted a home, and because I loved him, and because I hoped and prayed that it was going to change, I stayed because of my children. I didn't want